Good morning, everybody. It's me again, Robert Firestone. Run across something this morning. It is, let's see, it is Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018 at 9:09 a.m. Okay. Hopefully, picture and audio is a little better. I don't know. I may be wasting my time. I have no idea. Um, I've got a question thing here for most everybody here. It's 7 questions. It's a red question about our government. Okay, we hold the keys to our chains and we don't know it. Okay, I'm going to try to get this thing to focus better. All right, that's the only way I know to do it. I don't really have no setting buttons. All right, like I said, forgive me in my bad cameramanship qualifications. But anyway, let's move on here. Okay, here's the questions. There's 7 of them. Okay, I just want everybody to understand. If you write these down, these might be some good red pill questions to ask newbies or somebody that don't have a clue on what's going on. Okay, I'll try to make the video as short as I can, but for some reason it hit me like a ton of bricks. First, I'm going to show y'all a picture on my phone. Okay, let's see if I can find it. My phone don't want to act halfway right here. Okay, gallery. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? Okay, look at it real close. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little better. Okay, we see 800, 1,200 pound horse being held by a pound-and-a-half lawn chair. Does anybody see any problems with that situation? Or do we see the solution that the horse has? Okay, this, I mean, I can't compare us to barnyard animals, but there's some of this that we're just as foolish in a lot of ways as that horse is. Okay. All right, first question. Do you have the moral right to rule or dominate uh, any other man or woman against their will? Now remember, will was something given to us by God. Every one of us has it. Okay. Number 2, does anyone have the moral right to rule you if you do not want them to dominate you? Number 3, does anyone have the legitimately higher claim over your life and property than you? Number 4, do you have a legitimate claim over life or the property of another man and woman? Okay, number 5, do you have the legitimate right to steal your neighbor's stuff? Number 6, does anyone have the legitimate right to steal your stuff? Number 7, if you do not have a legitimate lawful claim to steal or harm another person, man or woman, you can say you do not have the right to take these things. So how can we give the government, does the government have the power over us in these matters and things in our life? If you answer the question no to none of these things, how can we keep on with a legitimate government? If these people are supposed to be working for us and not against us, and I believe most of us are old enough to understand that we've not yet ever seen our government really work for us. It's always been against us. People can say what they want to say. Depends on how far they're up the system and how far they're buried in the system. Government does not have a legitimate claim to you, me, your property, uh, my personal rights. Hang on for a second, y'all. This camera, I'm trying my HD. I'm hoping it works better. But they don't have no rights to none of this. Okay, the picture of the horse. That should be pretty self-explanatory. If the horse wanted to walk off, do you think the chair could hold him? Or has the horse been brainwashed in believing that if he sees his tether, that he's not able to go nowhere? How long do you think the horse will stand there before he decides to drag the chair off? That's us too. We got to understand these people do not have our best interest at heart, period. I do believe Trump is probably the first legitimate president that we've had in many, many, many years. The main reason I'm saying that is because everything they want to do, he goes against. Okay, one. Two is I watched a little article about him through a preacher. And people can say what they want to about God and this, that, and the other. That's y'all's opinions. That's y'all's thought process. That's y'all's beliefs, not mine. But anyway, the little preacher went into complete detail. I think there was more than 100 things on this little list of paper that he had wrote down. He said the question come to him one day, and he wrote it down on how many people has come against Trump and for what reasons. And he was doing a what they call a balanced scale type situation. You take a piece of paper and draw out a line on a piece of paper, or have a tablet that's got a line down the middle of it, and you write on one side good and the other side bad. Okay, well, you question at the top of the page, see which one balances out more and see which one has more say so over the question that you're asking. Same thing with God and country and our so-called rulers. Okay, there's more than 100 things that's come against Trump, and Trump's defeated every one of them, or more probably now, because I think this one video was a little older. Forgive my focus here, y'all. I'm just trying to get it into focus. But anyway, more than 100 things, probably more now. Myself, I think that Trump was anointed, okay, by God, set in position by God. I know a lot of people has a hard time understanding that. Okay, if you understand that you was gave inalienable rights with your birth rights, okay, and where these inalienable rights come from, you might have more of an understanding on who God is and can be in your life. But I'm not preaching to y'all. Y'all, that's a spiritual journey. Every path is different for everybody. Every outcome is going to be a little different for everybody. We have testimony that we can testimony, back and forth with each other, and the goods and the bads in our life. But the outcome of what's to come and this, that, and the other, I don't know my future. I know that, like I said yesterday, I have a death sentence hanging on me, more so than what I did when I was younger, even though I was running around acting stupid. The guns, the drugs, the wrong crowds, so to speak, got away from it finally. I wished I could I believe a lot of us that's older would have bettered ourselves if we'd have seen the bigger picture back then. I'm hoping that the younger crowd now understands to have things in this life is to go forth and accomplish things fast as they can, to get all the crap out of their way so they can have a life when they do get older. Some will understand that, some won't. But anyway, God bless. I hope all y'all are doing good today. and I believe our illegitimate government as is getting a forgive my language, is getting a foot up their ass right now. For people that really want to go look and dig, they can see it. Y'all can go on the government websites. You can see all of the indictments being handed down, the ones that's been opened, who they are, what they're about, who they're connected to. There's, massive things coming our way in 2018. I watched another fellow was talking about the Pope thing back in 2013, I think it was, when he released the trust funds onto the world. Okay, I'll find that article again. Um, Mr. Dent was Harvey Dent was the first one. I went through and found it and went straight to the site and printed it off. And I think I ended up giving it to another individual in Richmond when I was visiting our buddy up there at Hatfield. And it was mainly the red pill people to understand. But my understanding with the Pope thing, it created a triangle, okay, of wealth and money. This is what just come out 2 or 3 days ago for me to grab hold of. I'm not sure what's going on, but like I said, the outcome of all this, there's trillions of dollars has been snatched from these greedy, demonic people. Their bank accounts are being shut down. Their money's being taken away from them. Their properties is being taken away from them. Get ready for a lot of mass suicides of the elite. I see that coming because as long as they're in power, they're empowered. But as soon as they start losing their power, they become weak people, weak-minded people. I know this, and everybody else out there does too. But peace to y'all. Love y'all. I'm going to try to get this up on YouTube again, and hope it goes through. Peace. I think I'm going to go eat me some breakfast this morning. My chickens gave me some nice fresh eggs, and I'm hoping y'all eating fresh food too. Later.